Hello everyone, if you haven't ever heard of Liziqi, then you have missed out on something really awesome on the internet, especially if you're a foodie. One of the trends on YouTube is making videos of cooking traditional food in the most realistic, authentic way. Who is Liziqi? She is a vlogger and internet celebrity from China. However, we were surprised to find that her childhood was very unfortunate. Born on July 6, 1990, in a small mountain village in Sichuan, China. Her real name was Liziqi, and she changed her name to Liziqi more than 10 years ago. Ziqi originated from her birthday and was her lucky number. Liziqi's parents divorced as she was a baby. Her father died when she was 6 years old. Her stepmother didn't treat her kindly. Grandparents decided to take Liziqi home and live with them. Grandpa used to be a cook in the village. Ziqi liked to watch Grandpa cook and was glad to learn it. She also worked as a carpenter with her grandfather and cultivated land with her grandma. Her family was poor and she couldn't even eat snacks. Grandpa also passed away when she was 13 years old. Grandma became the only relative for her in this world. In order to support her livelihood, at the age of 14, she dropped out of school and went to work in Shenzhen. Her first job was as a waiter, using a dishwasher in a restaurant. In order to dispense less, she used to sleep across the bridge hole. Split a pack of instant noodles into 2 meals. Only think about how to live every day. Malnutrition since childhood has led her to a height of less than 45 kilograms at 1.61 meters. Since then, the age's vagrant life started. During that period, Ziqi worked as a waiter in a bar or restaurant, stacking paper flowers and placing plates, sometimes introducing the dish ingredients or cooking way to the clients. Ziqi developed the ability to endure hardship lifestyle. In 2009, in order to earn more, Ziqi worked as DJ at a nightclub. Concerning this part-working experience, although it was not a taboo to be mentioned, rarely talked about by her. An experience most unpleasantly, she concluded. Just then when life was getting better, in 2012 her grandma was seriously sick. Grandma was everything to her. Ziqi gave up the job with a good income, then returned to her hometown to take care of her grandma. At the same time, Ziqi opened a Taobao online shop, while the business was not good enough. In order to increase her sales volume of the online store, suggested by her cousin in 2016, she took a short video. The initial videos were mainly targeted to make publicity of her Taobao shop. But the results were not pleasant. Later, discovering her own talent in photography, Ziqi bought an SLR and a tripod first time in her life and filmed her own cooking procedure. Shooting during the day and editing at night, she worked often overnight. Although it is difficult and exhausting, she carried over them all by herself. After watching her video, people consider she is a happy person, but the unknown part that it was a cruel living, made a Liziqi nowadays. The earlier creation videos were not exquisitely produced in the eyes of professionals, moreover, her style didn't attract much attention. Until the video Peach Blossom Wine was published on the website in 2016, she started to become famous in China. After uploading the video Lanzhou beef noodles on YouTube in August 2017, she became to be well known worldwide. More than 35 million fans from TikTok and over 9 million from YouTube. The video of Liziqi is not only popular in China but also worldwide. Since famous, many doubts appeared. There must be a team behind her, it's just to make the show. There must be substitutes, it's fake. At first Ziqi was silent. She did not want to respond to some boring topics. She rather preferred to spend time and energy into video creation. There were more and more rumors about her. Why did the farmer not sweat a little bit during work? Or was it possible so easy to dig pine mushrooms in the mountain? She was questioned and criticized. When Grandma heard the words, she heard her hands distracted during farm work. Her baseline was reached. They hurt the person I was protecting with my life. All kinds of questions drew a fierce reaction from Liziqi. On May 13, 2017, Liziqi simply blocked herself. At the same time, she announced more than 20,000 video materials in which presented her work. In order to take a picture, she went back and forth, turned on and off. To have good effects, she climbed the mountain. In order to fix the camera, bottles and tins also used. Proof is useless. In the end she committed. In the second half of 2017, she started to set up her own team and resumed the normal shooting rhythm to improve the shooting efficiency and video quality. Concept of ancient Liziqi created a brand new short video style for cuisine. When asked how this idea was come, because I want to make cooking fun. And this is only possible in the countryside, Liziqi replied. However, in the videos, Liziqi not only cooks gourmet food, brews fine wine, makes tea, flour sauce, but also makes silk fans, knits baskets, paper cuts, and even carpentry work of building a house, making a wooden ladder, building a wooden bridge, and making a swing. Many people asked, how could she master so many life skills? All these skills are just the way of survival for me. Replied to her. In her videos, she could easily carry a lot of things and climb the mountain or cut firewood easily, just like a man. What is even more enviable in the videos is that she has a wonderful garden, full of seasonal vegetables and fruits, planted by herself mostly. This place looks like paradise to us, but for Liziqi, this is where she lives. Life is simple and warm. Day and night, 4 seasons change, which is present in Liziqi's videos. Each of the videos shows the daily life from the sunrise until moonlight. Remember where the food comes from, said Liziqi. And she did everything from seeding to harvesting. Her videos show the time flowing, not only attracting, but also a certain science acknowledged. Some complain that her video updates are quite slow or the time span of the video content is extremely long, but she replied, to start in spring, to grow up in summer, to harvest in autumn, and to reserve in winter. Everything in the world has its own rules. And there are so many things in China that you can't finish shooting. In fact, these are the things that I have been most familiar with since childhood. With a walk, some flowers could be just discovered or some vegetables are ready to pick up. Then I start to prepare for shooting. This is a creative sense for her to make videos. 1 day, 2 people, 3 meals, 4 seasons. In this way, Liziqi accompanied his grandmother for each usual day. In fact, the real efforts were hidden behind the videos. For example, in Swing Sofa Bed, although the video is only for 5 minutes, there are more than 2,000 recording materials. During chopping wood, her fingers were injured. I used to work on top of the mountain with a temperature below 0 in order to shoot snow scenes. I got a high fever after returning home. In real life, there is a lot of farm work to do. She is usually without makeup. Look at her rough hands in the video. It is impossible to learn so many agricultural skills in 1 day. I'm also a farmer's son. I can see that she grew up in the countryside from her skilled work. Mentioned an audience. Although Liziqi is a Chinese blogger, she rarely talks in the videos. The video titles are in English, with no subtitles. The main audience of her videos on YouTube is foreigners, and the comments are basically in all languages. On July 20, 2017, Hangzhou Weinian Technology and Liziqi established Sichuan Liziqi Culture Communication Company, Limited, holding 51% and 49% shares. As a professionally run MCN company, Weinian refused to place advertisements when Liziqi just started to be popular and committed to creating personal IP value and long-term business development models. In August 2018, Liziqi's online boutique was officially opened. All the products sold presented the cooperation of a certain brand and her. The total sales amount in the opening year reached $8 million. In November 2019, the Liziqi brand store was opened in Beijing. The total sales amount exceeded $9 million on 11/11/2019, with the success of converting internet value into sales amount. However, no matter how much she earns, it has nothing to do with us. What we like is the way she lives. Okay, this is Liziqi's story. In the next video, we will talk about the story of Miss Ya cooking with office utensils. Thank you for watching this video. See you next time.